Hi, how you doing? This is Ben again, and I'm here to continue with the last story that I was talking about. I was going to go into the 19 organizations that I found on a website entitled, let's see, it's entitled Center for Minorities in the Mathematical Sciences. And on this website, they gave at least 19 programs that talk about and give services uh, in the spirits of mathematics and minorities, right? And of those 19 organizations, I'm going to give a preview of two of them, and the first one is called Latin X and Hispanics in the Mathematical Sciences, Lathisms. And then we're going to talk about, I would say, mathematically gifted and Black. Okay, these two organizations are actually quite similar, and actually, on the mathematically gifted and Black website, it actually says that they were inspired by Lathisms, actually. And once I finish explaining this, you would see exactly what I mean. Okay, right here. This is a Latham's homepage, and basically, what they do is they make these cool calendars, right? Okay, Lathisms has these cool calendars where they for Hispanic uh, Heritage Month, which is celebrated from September to October. They sponsor mathematicians like live, not like old dead mathematicians, like live and well mathematicians right now that are practicing their trade right now. They introduce that to the community, and they interview these individuals, right? Like right here, you see, everybody has a biography, and you can actually see who they are and actually find them in the community, which I think is great because these are people who we could bring to our schools and our communities and introduce to our children right now today, and they could talk about all types of cool things like how math is interesting and made their lives fun, or how it was a way to escape maybe a economic a lower economic background, you know, and exchange it for maybe a better lifestyle because of the employment and jobs they were, able to get because of their skills, right? And these are the messages that we need to send to, the people in our communities. I want children and adults alike, right? Because we all can go back to school if you're an older person, and younger people need to know what they should be paying attention to while they're in school, so when they get into college they already are prepared, right? So these people would play a great role for that particular that particular aspect in our communities, and they seem to be funded by um, I looked it up, and this probably might not be their only funder, but it seems like they were funded by some grant by the Mathematical Association of America via a Tensor Summa grant, right? And I found that out on a website, which is ams.org, right? Journals. Um, that's where I got that. That's the source I got that information from. So, they improve their communities by spreading awareness of Hispanic mathematicians, and they give talks, and they provide scholarship funding through the Hispanic Scholarship Fund. So that's Lathisms, um, right here. This is their homepage about. So lathisms.org right there. So okay, yeah. To sum that up, I'm going to say that the Lathisms is a great organization, and look into it. If you want to introduce your children or your community to Hispanic mathematicians who are alive and well right now, changing the world, creating all types of new technology, really go to lathisms.org. That's a really good website, really good service that they're doing over there. So, okay, the next organization I'm going to discuss is Mathematically Gifted in Black, MGB, and like I said, like just like Lathisms, Mathematically Gifted in Black is also a website. So these two, both of those places don't have any like a home base as far as like a physical home base. They're more like web based. So Mathematically Gifted in Black is a web based um, organization, and they really do almost exactly the same thing as Lathism do, except for they highlight African American mathematicians during Black History Month, which is February, right? So we, they seem to be crowdsource funded. They own their funding page. That's what it seems to suggest. And like I said, they are influenced the creation of the website itself was influenced by Lathisms, right? So two different minorities basically having the same idea of capturing the likenesses and through biographies of living mathematicians right now that we could introduce to our children and our families and our organizations. Some of these people we should know their names, right? Like I don't I'm just finding out these organizations do doing these article reviews myself for the first time, right? And the first thing I thought when I was reading that was we should we should have some of these people come to all of our schools, and we shouldn't have already known about this. These two websites should already been carved into our brains, right? Um, and that's what I set out to do through these recordings that I'm doing right now, these videos, is to actually begin to carve into our culture these things that are already out there, right? Um, but we just never knew, right? And and also to help these organizations get funding. If you have a little um, money to give, right, or if time to give, you can volunteer some way and contact them and all. So let's take a look at their website. All right. Okay. Here's their website. Mathematically Gifted in Black, right? And just like Lathisms, who have their calendar, here they have something called honorees, which is kind of like the calendar link on Lathisms, right? So honoree of the day, um, James L. Solomon, right? But you can scroll down, you can see that there are many different mathematicians. We should be calling these people. These people should be, names rolling off the tongues of our children of black and white and Hispanic, and all races, Asian, Indian, all races, Arab, all races, right? These people should be in our in our minds, and their works should be things that we know about, right? So let's click on someone. Let's click Dante. Okay, Dante A. Tarfik, I guess I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hope that I am. And you can see that here's his whole biography, right? And we can learn a lot about a lot of people, just like Mr. Tarfik, right? So uh, uh, this organization basically it will improves their community around them by spreading awareness of African American mathematicians, right? Um, and that's basically a great service, but that's the type of service that others would have to help them with, right? Because they spread the word, then you have to hear about it, then you have to spread the word, and so on. And that's what I'm trying to do now. Okay, so that's it for today. I will be back with you soon with some more great organizations um, concerning mathematics, minorities, women in STEM. Okay, this has been, and everybody have a good day. Uh, be good, all right? Love one another.